Okay, hi guys. It's Thursday. This is Thursday's lesson, and this is the second part of Chief Joseph, of the lesson that talks about him. So yesterday you read his surrender speech after U.S. cavalry troops chased he and his tribe, the Nez Perce, across the upper part of the United States. They were trying to get to the Minnesota Territory from Oregon in order to pass up into the Canadian, through the Canadian border into Canada, to get to a Sioux tribe who had already said they would help them fight the U.S. cavalry forces. So yesterday's speech was that surrender speech that he gave. They were only 50 miles from the Canadian border where they would be safe once they crossed and reached the Sioux. But they were caught by the U.S. cavalry forces at that point. So that was a very sad. The author's purpose was a surrender speech. This speech today is very different in that after the surrender, most of the tribe is resettled to another reservation, I believe in the Oklahoma Territory, very far different from the kind of tribal lands they had in Oregon. So the second speech is all about how he had been made promises. Several years later, he goes to Washington and finally gets to address Congress. And so this speech is his speech to them, asking them why they made him all these promises and his people, that they would take care of them, that they would find lands for them to settle on that would help them thrive. And instead, they did not give that. So this speech has a very different tone and has a very different purpose. So I want you to read the speech today. You may want to look over some of the Chief Joseph information, and then the speech today is on that same PDF that I posted yesterday. I'm going to post everything today again, but it's broken promises, this speech right here. And think about the fact that he is talking to Congress at the time, and it's a little accusatory because they've not handled things the way they said they would. So that's the speech you need to read. And then the second part of these questions that you started yesterday, I want you to answer these. So pull up a Google Doc, another one, and you're going to answer these 5 questions about this second surrender speech, and this second speech of his, and submit that to the assignment today, and that'll be your class assignment. That's the last thing for our realism unit. So tomorrow what I'm going to post is the essay question. If you've not finished your study guide already, you take pictures of it and put it on your assignment tomorrow. That will be extra credit towards your test essay. Okay? Thanks, guys. Have a good Thursday.